If you're someone who's sick and tired of rushing your downswing and you want that smooth, effortless power, see, rushing the downswing is quick and out with the arms, quick and out. But effortless is patient and down. And we're gonna show you in today's video how that works. With me, my good friend, Katrina Howard, fellow PGA professional, LPGA professional, and she's gonna help us today guide through how we do this drill so you could put this in your own swing and get rid of that rushing and start getting effortless power. Katrina, let me show them a couple things here first, and then we're gonna have you hop in.
Sure.
So when we're taking our setup position, I've got these clubs here on the ground, right, representing what I like to call kind of a 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock drill. And this is gonna be a little bit of a visual when Katrina comes in a moment as to where we wanna get the club during the downswing. So you guys will see that in a moment. But the key correlation that we both see with all of our students who struggle with that rushing, right? You said there's a couple golfers that came to mind for you right away. Anytime we rush, we go quick with the upper body and out with the arms. Quick and out. Right, you see this, Katrina, all the time, quick and out like this. But someone like an Ernie Els, who we're gonna show on here, a Freddie Couples, those really smooth, right, a lot of the LPGA Tour players, very smooth tempo. Instead of going quick and out, what they're able to do is be patient with the chest and shoulders and get the arms coming down. Now, specifically, if the golf ball's 12 o'clock, we put these clubs on the ground at 3 and 4. So 12 o'clock, 1, 2, 3 o'clock's about down my toe line, and then 4 o'clock would be just inside of that. Now the key, and Katrina's gonna show this in a moment as we work through it, the key is as I'm being patient with my upper body, for me to be able to get that club down between that 3 and 4 o'clock. You'll see Ernie Els doing this, you'll see lots of great professional golfers here. When I go quick, I go out. That shaft is more out over like 2 o'clock, maybe even 1 o'clock, right? Way too over the top. So the drill that we're gonna do, and this is how we'd like you to practice this as well, just put those clubs on the ground just for reference. Let's take your normal setup position. Let's make a backswing up to the top. And while feeling like you keep your chest pointed away from the target or your back towards the target, let's feel your arms drop down to the point where the club goes in between 3 and 4. And we'll do it to the point where the shaft's about parallel to the ground. I think is a good spot to live here. So that's 1. Up to the top, keep the chest away, back towards the target, arms down for 2. And then 1 more for 3. Now the key to being able to do this is to take that feel and then actually hit a shot where we feel like the club is going as slow as possible in that key early transition part. So Katrina, I've got an 8-iron here. I'm gonna make a full swing and probably only hit it past about that yellow flag. So look, we're talking like certainly less than 100 yards, maybe even full swing like 50, 60 yards. So normal setup, we want effortless power, right? Fast and out is a lot of tension, tight grip pressure. This is not effortless. Patient, arms down, patient, arms down. Grip pressure should be a little bit lighter here when I do this. A couple rehearsals. Now watch the hit as I do this. And then Katrina, we're gonna bring you in, you're gonna do this as well. Same feels, arms are down in between 3 and 4, very patient in transition. So I made a full golf swing there, and that ball went what, maybe 50 yards or so? That's how I need to start. Now, once I get that feel for 50 yards, I'm gonna do a little leapfrog drill and get better by slowly, right? Slowly adding a little more speed, maybe hitting at 70, then 90, then 110. Let's take a quick break. Katrina's gonna hop in and show us how to do this next. Hey guys, if you're watching today's video and you enjoy the tips, but you really wanna take your game to a whole nother level, my friends here at Performance Golf are hosting beautiful 2-day immersive golf schools with the best golf coaches in the world, all around the United States. You know, I find a lot of golfers come in to see us and they're really not able to identify and fix their real root cause. And usually there's like 4 or 5 main swing issues we have, but finding the real one main root flaw that can domino effect and fix all the rest of the pieces is really the thing that makes or breaks someone's improvement. So if you want to make like 1 or 2 years worth of improvements in 2 days, I highly recommend you check out
my friends at Performance Golf, these golf schools down below. Click the link down there. See if there's still a spot left in a location that works for you. It could be the thing that transforms your game. Look forward to you having an awesome experience.
Okay, so Katrina, let's go through the drill here. We've got our normal setup position. We've got the 3 o'clock and the 4 o'clock station. Why don't let's go up to the top of your backswing and pause for a second. Now, as we start the downswing, the feeling here, I'm gonna just grab Katrina's right shoulder to be able to keep the upper body patient when we start down. The feel, right? The feel is that it's gonna be all arms and hands. So Katrina, when you bring the arms down here, when you look down, from your point of view, we should see that club. You see that about like in between the 3 and 4 o'clock? So we're certainly not gonna be out over 2 o'clock or out over 1 o'clock. We wanna be able to have those arms be down and from inside. So let's say that's number 1. Let's go back up to the top. Chest and shoulders are patient, arms down for 2. Up to the top, chest and shoulders patient, arms down for 3, right? Now I'm gonna hop over here, Katrina, take your setup again one more time, please. Can you show us that same drill without me showing you? So up to the top, arms down for 1, excellent. Up to the top, arms down for 2. Up to the top, arms down for 3. Now in the beginning, that's gonna feel a little bit ridiculous. You're like, holy moly, that's very slow. But you're coming from rushing, right? We want effortless, so it has to feel very slow. Katrina, let's do a practice swing just inside this golf ball.
Sure.
Where try and do it, and it's hard to do in the beginning, you know this.
Takes a lot of restraint. Yeah.
Holy cow, you're like, I just wanna hit the ball, right?
Yep.
Let's do a practice swing where, with no pause, where you're gonna feel like you make the full swing, but go as slow as possible, like we're hitting it only to that yellow flag out there.
Trying to drop it.
Drop it down in between 3 and 4, real mellow. Yeah, so it's almost like we're doing like, how do you make a full swing as slow as possible in transition?
Right.
As slow as possible
Without
in
a
transition.
pause.
Without a pause. Yeah, we'll do one more practice swing. Awesome.
I want to pause.
Yeah, you want to pause and you want to hit, right? It takes a little bit of restraint. Beautiful. So the chest and shoulders are going to feel like they stay closed.
Yeah.
The back feels like it stays to the target, and the arms come down nice and soft from inside. Yeah, exactly. So when we do our normal hit, you're going to want to have your chest and shoulders go real fast, like that, exactly. And that leads to that over the top move. Now look, when we make a real swing, of course, right? Of course the chest and shoulders are going to rotate.
Yeah.
We just don't want it as fast as early. As fast as early. If you wouldn't mind, let's do the drill one more time together, and then we'll hit a shot. So we're gonna go up to the top, keep this right shoulder feeling like it's back, the arms slowly down for 1, awesome, all the way to parallel, up to the top, arms down for 2, one more time, arms down for 3. Good, let's do one more practice swing without a ball where we do very slow in transition. Back to the target, chest away, very slow. Yeah.
It's not slow enough.
That was pretty good though,
Okay.
that was pretty good. Go ahead and try one more. That was pretty darn good. This is not an easy one to do. And then let's try with the ball, Katrina. Full swing, maybe to the yellow flag or something. It doesn't need to be perfect on the first one. When you guys are trying this, a lot of restraint in transition. So slow and patient on the way down. Slow and I mean, that is unbelievably good.
Yeah.
Come on. Now, Katrina has beautiful golf swing. Obviously, she knows what she's doing. She has good eye-hand coordination. She hit that first ball really good. It might take you a swing or two to get used to doing it.
Any drill.
Any drill. But you feel how slow it had to feel in transition. And if we would watch that back, it's gonna look slower than your normal.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's oftentimes faster than they think, right? Like when you go play and you feel like you're really slow in transition, it's probably gonna end up being a pretty normal feel, right? I think let's do one more time through that drill there, Katrina. Let's do that one more time. That was beautiful.
Yeah, it was nice. It felt like, my hands can just get through. Nothing's blocking me.
Yeah, maybe we'd use the word effortless there is what it felt like, huh? Maybe.
Finesse.
Let's do the drill. Let's go up to the top and pause, and then just down to parallel with the arms down. Good, upper body, yes, beautiful. Let's do that one more time. Chest and shoulders stay closed. Arms comes down for 2. Awesome, one more.
Definitely some tension here.
A little bit different than normal.
Yep.
And that's what you guys are looking for. And that's what they're looking for, right? When they're doing drills, they're like, hey, how does this feel different than what my normal is? Feels like the body's a little more closed. Okay, I feel this a little bit different, but very patient and slow. When you're ready, another one with the ball, Katrina.
Nice
and as you would practice this, we'll start going a little bit faster, a little farther, little faster, a little farther, but you want to keep that mellow and slow in transition is the goal here. Yeah, beautiful job. So Katrina makes that look really easy. That was very, very well done.
Thank you.
Love that. Miss Katrina Howard, LPGA professional, Eric Cogorno here with Performance Golf. If you guys want effortless power, give this one a try. It's so darn good. Any questions, leave us a comment down below.
Thanks, guys.